here, as is Zolotoj Plyos. So thank you very much for coming to tonight's music recital. Our guests are the whole trio Zolotoj Plyos, Alexander Solovov, Elena Sardina, and Sergei Grachov are classically trained musicians. They are graduates of the Saratov State Conservatory. For the last 30 years, they have been living in Belgium and performing as a folk trio, both in Europe and in the United States. And also for many years now, the ensemble has been directing the choir at the Wellesley College Russian Summer School in Vermont. The group's repertoire includes songs and instrumental pieces from various parts of Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Moldova, Georgia, Armenia, etc. They play more than 30 folk instruments, as well as Russian bells and the carillon. Russian Department and Russian Area Studies Program are truly excited to host Zolotoj Plyos for a week-long residency at Wellesley, again, after a 4-year break. And this residency is very generously sponsored by the Maria Paslova Thailand Fund and the Russian Area Studies Davis Fund. And it is made possible thanks to the meticulous work of our wonderful academic administrator, Katie Sanger-Jackson. Assistants Shura, Sofia, Julia, my pleasure to welcome Zolotoj Plyos, Lena, Sasha, and Serежа.
you, dear friends, for coming out tonight. So let me introduce once again folk ensemble Zolotoj Plyos. Finally, after, as Alana said, after 4 years break, we are back at Wellesley College, and we are very happy to be here. And as you see, every time we come to Wellesley, the real spring starts. So we had just started our spring short workshop today, and at the end of the week, believe me, it will be a real spring in Wellesley. Yeah. Okay, so it's our kind of final destination in the United States on this tour. We have already visited Virginia Tech University. We also performed at Swarthmore College and at Princeton University. Then we get to the northern part, and we saw partially real winter in Vermont. Yeah, because we had to drive through the mountains. You know, it was like I would say that kind of snow still. Yeah. And the next day here it was like nearly 70 degrees. So it's kind of magic. Yeah. Anyway, we are here, and let me start with the presentation of our songs. I will tell you about everything, about our group, about our songs, the regions, instruments, a little bit about the Slavic culture, so a little bit of everything. So our first song today, we actually decided to change a little bit the beginning of our concert. It was a very special song from Belgorod. Belgorod is situated close to Ukrainian border, and they have pretty much influence from their culture, their pronunciation, melodics, and so forth. And this is a very typical song, choir song, what we call in Russian "хороводная песня." It means when all the villages, like with hundreds of people coming out and going outside of the village and singing hundreds of couplets of their beautiful songs. And with this song, we want to present one more special music instrument that appears just once in our concert. This is a bagpipes. It's a Flemish bagpipes from Belgium. As you know, we live for like 30 years in Belgium. And of course, we like Belgian chocolates, we like Belgian beer, but we also bring some Belgian music instruments with us. The next tune is going to be our instrumental tune. As you know, we play on over 30 instruments, and it used to be like that. We added each year 1 or 2 new instruments. So we just exercised hardly, and actually working out. And now it's kind of slowing down, but we're still looking around for some other instruments, some new instruments. So probably the next time we'll bring something really new. But for now, we have a traditional song, instrumental version of a traditional song that has been performed through the all ex-Soviet Union republics, now all separate countries. And it's a very popular theme, and it's called Karabin. So this was a little example of how we can use different musical instruments in one tune with 3 persons only. I want to introduce with this tune, first of all, our largest, our heaviest music instrument, bayan, an excellent musician who plays always this instrument, Sergei Grachov. As you can see, he's not only playing his instrument, he's also singing at the same time, dancing. Sometimes he's got some more instruments on his back, but it's for the coming out. Okay. The next music instrument, the traditional string instrument from Russia. Do you know the name?
Balalaika.
Of course it is. Balalaika. For those who studying music, this is a folk balalaika, and the tuning is C sharp, C sharp, F sharp. One more very traditional instrument from ex-Soviet Union, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, they all played. The general name for this instrument is rajok. And this particular instrument is called zhaleika. A special little flute with a very strong sound. Actually, I will show you the construction. It is a mouthpiece with a single reed. If you want to see it closer, you can come over after the concert. We'll demonstrate it to you. Okay. And nearly forgotten, yeah, one more music instrument. Elena, you know, she has special skills to play, to actually imitate the voice of a little bird. Can you stand on the side, because otherwise... you know what it is? It's just a piece of plastic. It's very simple, but it's a plastic from Russia. Yeah, really. You know the story of Elena? She goes every year back to Russia, of course, to buy plastic, yeah. And then she's practicing, as far as I know, she's busy with it about 20 years, and you see her skills, yeah. So it works. Okay, so we continue our little journey, and we're going now to the mountains of Georgia. I mean, ex-Soviet Union, Georgia, yes. They have hundreds of beautiful songs, and this song we present in Georgian language, of course. It's a song about the grapevine, and the song is called Shenkar Panak. every time we sing this song, we try to imagine that we are somewhere in the mountains, and then it sounds still better. But actually, we love this Jewish auditorium. We've been performing here for several times. It's pure acoustically, and it sounds great here. Yeah, isn't it? You know, a few days ago, we were standing at the University of Vermont. There was an auditorium with a view to the mountains and Champlain Lake, and it was very beautiful. Sun going down, yeah, and it was a really special feeling singing that song also. Okay, but for now we will go further, and we will sing for you one Ukrainian song. Of course, in Ukrainian language, and we hope you can hear the difference. It's one of the most beautiful Ukrainian traditional folk songs. When we were kids, we thought it was kind of modern song because it was all over on the television and the radio, but it isn't. It's actually only later we found out that it's a traditional song with a very beautiful lyrics, and it's a song about love. Isn't it a beautiful melody from Ukraine? Yeah. We have many songs from Ukraine, but today we make just a mixture of different regions and different songs, of course, just to show you the tradition of singing and playing, actually. The next tune is once again an instrumental tune where we want to show you different musical instruments, some very special custom-made instruments from Saratov. You know that we all three graduated from State Conservatory of Saratov in Russia. It was a long time ago, still in the last century. And during our studies, we organized expeditions to little villages far and deep in Russia to collect songs. It wasn't so easy. It's not like you come and say, sing for me. They won't do it, of course. You have to stay by the people at their house. You have to make little relations, and after a while they get closer to you and they will start singing, or they don't. And then we have made recordings with old type tape recorders, and then afterwards just listening and making scores out of that. And this way we collected hundreds of songs in different regions. So now we want to show you the instrumental tunes based on two songs from Saratov. The first one is called Along the Street. Another song is called the Volga River. And with this tune we'll show you some very special music instruments that come in also from that region. But let us first play the music and then I will introduce the other instruments. Thank you. Спасибо. Thank you. How do you like this special instrument? Actually, this tune belongs to our kind of evergreens that we play already several years, but we still love this tune. Actually, we're kind of lucky because we really love our jobs. We love what we do, and we're trying to send all this positive energy to you. Hope you can feel it. Okay, so let's get back to this instrument. So this is a special accordion coming from Zolotoj, which is only about 6 inches high, and it has in total 6 keys. But thanks to diatonic system, diatonic means that if you pull or press, it makes a different sound, different note. You see? So with this system, you can play a number of melodies with this accordion. It's a real professional instrument. It's not a toy, I believe. It costs a lot of money, and it's made by some very special, very famous master in Saratov. He's already died years ago, but we still keep it, the tradition. Another instrument from the same region is another little accordion, a little bigger, but still very special. This accordion is called Saratovskaya гармошка диатоническая in Russian. And of course, you understand what it means, diatonic accordion from Saratov. The specialty of this accordion are 2 little bells on the left-hand side that you can activate by playing the bass note. This is a very old instrument that refers us to to the middle of the last century. This is about 90 years old. Unfortunately, they don't produce them anymore. And now, you still remember the name of this little flute? Жалейка, of course. Yes. So I want to show you 3 different sizes of жалейkas that we use. This is the one bass in C. The same in C, but the alto soprano, which is 2 times shorter, and another one in G. It's probably the smallest one in all Russia. At least we couldn't find any smaller so far. Who knows? Yeah. And now we want to sing for you one other song in other style. This is an Armenian song, and we will sing it in Armenian language, which is also totally different, but it's a song about love. The song is called Of Sirun Sirun. It's one of the most popular Armenian traditional songs, and we will demonstrate 2 traditional instruments from Armenia. This instrument called duduk, made out of apricot tree. And we have 2 versions, the standard one and the bass duduk from Armenia. So, Sirun Sirun. Сирун, сирун, ничего не знаю, цветы гадкий, ничего отца, моя без So once again, want to show you the Armenian duduts. Flies. You probably know that we've been teaching at Wellesley College in Vermont for the last 23 years. We became also musicians in residence at Wellesley, just like you and Wellesley. Thank you so much. It's a great honor for us to be musicians, and we try to surprise you each time with something new, something special. But you know, at Wellesley College, we've been working at summer school, and each year we have like up to 60 students at our choir. I mean, the students out of the different levels, from 1 to 7, also graduate students, and they all sing in Russian, because in Wellesley it's a different system. There is a language pledge, so they have to speak Russian only. I mean, everywhere, also in dormitory, in their dining room, everywhere. And this is a little stress for them, but it works. And at our choir, they got anti-stress. And they're very happy to participate in our choir. So we have yearly, as I said, about 60 students that after 6 weeks can sing in Russian without any accent. They can play different Russian traditional instruments. They do dances. They all wear the traditional costumes. So it's a complete show, about 1 hour. On a certain thing like wedding or Christmas or yeah. And so here at Wellesley we're conducting now kind of mini Wellesley, what we call mini Wellesley. Believe us, you will be able to do the same, but in a very shorter period, just instead of your classes. And now the surprise that we promised to you. Brand new song in our program, but actually it's a very old song. This song is from 17th century. It comes from Baikal region in Russia. There is a population of Cossacks, and the story describes how Cossacks are traveling on their ships. And the song is called "Ой да не по морю." wind instruments, they go on the temperature different, so we have to tune it. You know, as I told you, this is a very old epic song. We call it, actually, in Russia, Pylina. There's much more lyrics in this song. Of course, we had to limit it to that length. And to make it a little more special, we added kind of modern instrument to that. I mean, it's not that modern. Originally, this instrument is also from middle of 19th century, but if you compare to 17th century, this song it's modern instrument. This is a Belgian traditional instrument that's been invented in Belgium. It's saxophone, of course, you know, straight soprano. That's it. And now we want to play one more instrumental piece for you, where we will show you some more custom instruments and some special skills how to play them. If you want to sing with us and if you recognize any music, go ahead and just sing, okay? Don't hesitate, it's not a classical concert, so just do what you want. If you want to dance, go ahead and dance.
пошел. А я вам сейчас на сапоге сыграю.
Ого!
И я.
На сапоге! А я тогда на большой желейке сыграю. Thanks. Yeah, first of all, I want to tell that you probably mentioned that Alina can also play sometimes on a big bayan. By the way, the weight of this accordion bayan is about 30 pounds. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It is. Okay, so what I want to present. This string instrument is called dobra. Dobra, another traditional instrument. A special žalejka, because most of the žalejkas are tuned in major, and this is the only one that plays in minor. And one more special music instrument. I want your applause for know the story of this red boot, of course. You know, you see Sergei is wearing all the time, everywhere, his red boot. And he's got always one extra in the pocket in case. But so far, everything is okay with his boots, so he started practicing playing on that red boot. By the way, it's a real boot. Take a look at that. It's made out of quality leather, size 8. Never been wear. Yeah, brand new. Yeah. But now he can play a little bit of music, and you see how it works actually. But I think Sergei can play also some classical tunes with it. Can you see? Sounds great, huh? But it's for our next project when Zolotoj Plyos goes classics. And now we want to sing one special thing. We just realized that you can sing a little bit, that you recognize Kalinka. Yeah, it's not bad. There is one song that is famous all over the world. It's kind of international song. It's been pretty easy for us to learn this song since we live in Belgium in a Flemish-speaking part. We do speak Flemish. You know, Flemish is a kind of mixture of German and English. Yeah, yeah, they make jokes. In Europe, you know, some jokes are still allowed. Yeah, it's like they say Flemish. It's when drunk German soldier trying to speak bad sentences in English. Yeah. So since we speak Flemish, we could easily learn this song because the song is in Yiddish. It's a traditional Jewish song, and the song is called Tumbalalaika. If you want to sing, go ahead and sing with us. This is just a very nice melody, and we love this song. We sing it already many years. Yeah, it just reminds me that I have to present the traditional B-flat clarinet. And here you can see the very special version. It's a smaller one. It's also a professional, not a toy. It's E-flat clarinet. Did you count the instruments? How many did you play? You did? Yeah, okay. Still take a look at them and just start counting now. Yeah. Before we start our very last tune for today, I wanted to present the rest of our instruments. Some of the students were very enthusiastic and they already start learning how to play some musical instruments like Russian spoons, for example. Yeah, spoons you play. And some of you also start learning how to play this instrument, for example. This percussion instrument is called ruby. Did you mention that many of our instruments come from like everyday life? For example, our spoons, like it's from a long time ago. Imagine the woman cooking, and she starts singing. She wants to make a rhythm, and she plays spoons. This is how spoons became actually a percussion instrument. This instrument has nearly the same story. Okay, now my question. Try to guess what for they used this instrument like 100 years ago or earlier. For what? Washing? Yeah, you said washing?
Yeah, washing clothes, like a washboard.
Washboard. You know, you're actually thinking in the right direction, but you know, the washboard, it has like a metal part on, and you play with special things on your fingers. But you're thinking in the right direction. It's they use for something after washing. I can difficultly imagine how you...
Ironing.
Ironing! Just your guess?
I just guessed.
Incredible. And do you know the way how to iron with it? You can imagine. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, I'll tell you. So, you take your clothing around the bottle, but, yeah, it should be an empty bottle, because when there is a full bottle, there is no time to iron. Okay, but it's not good. So you take your clothing around an empty bottle, and you are stretching this way, exactly. Yeah, hard job of Russian women, 19th century. Ruby is the name of that instrument. So we have just a couple more instruments to present to you. The traditional tambourine. These leads, I stole them from my mother's kitchen about 30 years ago. Yeah. This instrument, to make a lot of noise, is called trещотки. Trещотки. Another sort of. I think we are nearly done. We also play recorder, жалейка. Okay, you know nearly everything. The last instrument that will appear now, you'll see it in action. The name of this instrument is firewood. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you see, all these instruments have strange names and they look really strange. This is the most strangest instrument that we play. It's now on the back of Sergei. I told you he's sometimes busy with few instruments at the same time. So you'll see this instrument in action in a couple of moments. And now with that last tune, we wanted to thank the Russian department for organizing that beautiful event, for making it once again come true after a long break of 4 years for Zolotoj Plyos coming with a workshop to Wellesley, and of course particularly Alex Stein. Алла Львовна, да? Of course, we want to thank all the administration, people with who I was in touch by email, Katie Jackson, respond in my emails in a couple of minutes. Doesn't matter. Yes, yeah. And for now, we have that special tune. With this tune, we also want to thank all of you for coming out, for your applause, for all your energy that you're sending back to us. It's the best result. Thank you so much. This is one more traditional song and dance from Belarus, and it's called Zolotoj. You're so great audience. Okay, we'll sing for you one more special song. Only one condition. Please, can you sing with us? Okay, napis, actually, since you can sing Kalinka and Tumbalalaika, I can give you more difficult order. So listen carefully what you have to sing in this song. You have to sing oi da, oi da. Can you make it? Let's try. 3, 4. Oi da, oi da. Once again. Oi da, oi da. And of course we'll do the rest. This is a Cossack song from the region of the river Don. And the song is called «Как за Доном, за рекой». We say, I'll try to translate it as correct as possible. It's so pity that you're finally gone. Okay, just a joke. We have some more music available on our CDs. You know, we are kind of old-fashioned people, so we are not on Spotify yet. Yeah, so we're working on it. But if you want to purchase CDs, they're still available. We will sign it for you, of course. Thank you so much once again. Have a great night, and we'll see you at our classes. And we're just looking forward to see Friday our recital together. Yeah. So we'll play and sing together, and it will work. Yeah. You're all welcome.